Welcome to The Next Level Gentlemen, the podcast where we dive deep into topics that can help you take your life to the next level. I'm your host, Callum Wren, and today we're tackling a subject that's close to many of our hearts: dating insecurity and what to do about it. We'll be exploring the problems men face, what psychologists are saying, the roots of these insecurities, and the different ways to address them. So buckle up and let's get started. Dating can be a minefield, especially for men who struggle with insecurity. It's a topic that doesn't get enough airtime, yet it's incredibly important. Today, we're going to explore why these insecurities arise and what can be done to overcome them. First off, let's talk about the common problems men face in the dating world. Many men feel they don't measure up, whether it's in terms of looks, career success, or social skills. This can lead to anxiety, self-doubt, and even avoidance of dating altogether. But why do these feelings of inadequacy occur so frequently? One major issue is societal pressure. Men are often expected to be confident, successful, and emotionally stoic. These unrealistic standards can make anyone feel inadequate. Social media doesn't help either. We're constantly bombarded with images of seemingly perfect lives, which can exacerbate feelings of inadequacy. But let's not just generalize, let's look at some specific issues men face. Take the fear of rejection, for example. This is a big one. Many men feel a profound fear of being turned down, which can be paralyzing. It's not just the rejection itself, but the fear of what that rejection says about them as a person. This fear can lead to avoidance behavior, where men might not approach potential partners at all to avoid the possibility of being rejected. Now, what do psychologists have to say about this? A lot, actually. According to Dr. John Gottman, a renowned relationship expert, our early experiences shape our emotional templates and can lead to insecure attachment styles. Essentially, the way we were treated by our caregivers can affect how we view ourselves and our relationships. If a child grows up feeling neglected or emotionally abused, they might develop an anxious attachment style, always fearing that they're not good enough or that they will be abandoned. This brings us to the concept of attachment theory, which was developed by John Bowlby. It's fascinating stuff. There are four main attachment styles: secure, anxious preoccupied, dismissive avoidant, and fearful avoidant. People with secure attachment are generally comfortable with intimacy and independence, while those with anxious preoccupied attachment might constantly worry about their partner's ability to love them back. Is dating insecurity genetic? There's some evidence to suggest that genetics can play a role in anxiety and depression, which are often linked to insecurity. According to a study published in the American Journal of Psychiatry, genetic factors can contribute to around 30 to 40% of the variance in anxiety traits. This means that if you have a family history of anxiety or depression, you might be more prone to these feelings yourself. But it's not just about genetics. It's also about how these genetic predispositions interact with our environment. This is where the nature versus nurture debate comes in. If you have a genetic predisposition towards anxiety, but grow up in a supportive and nurturing environment, you might not experience the same level of insecurity as someone who grows up in a stressful or neglectful environment. Let's delve into personality types. Are people with certain personality types more prone to dating insecurity? The Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI, and the Ocean Model, also known as the Big Five personality traits, offer some insights. Starting with Myers-Briggs, introverted types like INFPs and INTPs might struggle more with dating due to their introspective nature. They tend to overthink and can be highly sensitive to rejection. On the flip side, extroverted types like ENFPs or ESFPs might have an easier time initiating dates, but can still face insecurities about deeper emotional connections. For example, INFPs are often described as idealists. They have a rich inner world and a strong desire for deep, meaningful connections. However, this can also make them vulnerable to feeling like they don't measure up to their own high standards or the expectations they perceive from others. They might worry that they aren't good enough to meet their ideal partner. Now, the Ocean Model. Research shows that individuals high in neuroticism are more likely to experience anxiety and self-doubt. Neuroticism is one of the Big Five personality traits and is characterized by emotional instability and a tendency to experience negative emotions. On the other hand, those high in extroversion tend to be more confident and outgoing. which can help in dating. Agreeableness and openness to experience also play roles. More agreeable people might avoid conflict but can struggle with assertiveness, while those open to new experiences might be more adventurous but also more prone to feeling out of place. Personality disorders, such as avoidant personality disorder or social anxiety disorder, can significantly impact dating confidence. Men with these conditions might find it incredibly difficult to initiate and maintain romantic relationships. Avoidant personality disorder, for example, is characterized by feelings of extreme social inhibition, inadequacy, and sensitivity to negative criticism. This can make dating seem like an insurmountable challenge. It's crucial to seek professional help if these issues are affecting your life. A licensed therapist can help you understand and manage these conditions. It's important to remember that these disorders are more common than you might think, and seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. So, what can be done to combat dating insecurity? Therapy is a powerful tool. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, helps individuals reframe negative thought patterns and build self-confidence. CBT is particularly effective because it targets the specific thoughts and behaviors that contribute to insecurity. For example, if you constantly think, "I'm not attractive enough," CBT can help you challenge and change that thought. Exposure therapy can gradually reduce anxiety by facing feared situations in a controlled way. For instance, if you're afraid of rejection, a therapist might work with you to gradually expose yourself to situations where you might face rejection, starting with less intimidating scenarios and building up to more challenging ones. Over time, this can help desensitize you to the fear of rejection. Mindfulness-based therapies, like mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR, or mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, MBCT, can also be beneficial. These therapies teach you to stay present and manage your anxiety through mindfulness practices like meditation and deep breathing. Medications such as SSRIs or benzodiazepines might be prescribed for severe anxiety, but they come with potential side effects. SSRIs, or selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, can help reduce anxiety and depression by increasing the levels of serotonin in the brain. However, they can cause side effects like nausea, insomnia, and sexual dysfunction. It's important to discuss these potential side effects with your doctor to make an informed decision. Benzodiazepines, like Xanax or Ativan, can be effective for short-term relief of severe anxiety, but they can be addictive and cause drowsiness or cognitive impairment. These medications are generally not recommended for long-term use due to the risk of dependence. Nutritional supplements and herbs like St. John's wort, omega-3 fatty acids, and ashwagandha have been shown to help with anxiety and mood regulation. St. John's wort is a popular herbal remedy for depression and anxiety, but it can interact with other medications, so it's important to consult with a healthcare provider before starting it. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fish oil are known for their anti-inflammatory properties and have been shown to help with mood disorders. Ashwagandha is an adaptogenic herb that can help reduce stress and anxiety. These natural remedies can be a good supplement to other treatments, but they should not replace professional medical advice and therapy. Let's also talk about practical steps to build confidence. Working on physical fitness can have a huge impact. Exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters. It can also help you feel more confident in your body and appearance. Even something as simple as a daily walk can make a difference. Developing a hobby or skill can also boost your confidence. Whether it's learning a new language, playing an instrument, or taking up a sport, mastering a new skill can give you a sense of accomplishment and improve your self-esteem. Improving social skills through practice can make a significant difference as well. Start small. Engage in small talk with a cashier, attend social gatherings, or join a club or group that interests you. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become in social situations. Remember, insecurity is something many people face, and overcoming it is a journey. The key is to be patient with yourself and take small, consistent steps towards building confidence. Surround yourself with supportive friends and mentors who can offer encouragement and perspective. That's all for today's episode of The Next Level Gentleman. I hope you found our discussion on dating insecurity enlightening and helpful. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and leave us a review. Your feedback helps us bring you more content that matters to you. Until next time, keep striving for the